Yo, what's up? This is CTW87, and I want to talk about the Discord activities or games, yeah? The greatest one, right, is chess. They have chess, which, you know, they obviously didn't come up with that game. It's been a game for forever, right? The oldest game ever, which is definitely not true, but let's pretend, right? But the most interesting part about the Discord version is not anything to do with the game, because it's just the same old game, right? It's the name. They call it Chess in the Park, right? But it's on Discord, which means you're definitely not playing it in the park, right? How the fuck is he... Are you kidding me? How's he not dead? Alright, anyway. 99% of the games played in Chess in the Park on Discord are not being played in a park. 99.99... A game has never been played in a park. Let's just say that. No one has ever played Chess in the Park in the park. You know, probably like most of the games are like people playing it in the bathroom or something, right? Or while they're waiting for their ranked Minecraft game to start. Yeah. It's called Chess in the Park, though, which, you know, I guess that's just the title. It's a lie, right? They also have checkers, right? They have chess. They have checkers, too. I think maybe that's also called, you know, checkers in the park. I'm not sure, though. Let's see. Again, nothing interesting. Like, they didn't come up with anything. They just put checkers on Discord, which is a good thing. It's a good idea, right? Whoever came up with the idea of just putting a bunch of games that you can play from the voice channel on Discord, whoever came up with that idea, smart guy. Unlike everybody watching this video, you're all dumbasses. Unless the guy I'm talking about is watching. Then, you know, he's slightly less smart than I thought, but he's still smart, right? Let's see, what else do they have? They have this one, it's called Colonist, right? But it's actually just their adaptation, and by that I mean copy, of some board game called Settlers of Catan, or Catan, if like you want to say it like a fancy guy, because you're a dickhead, right? Settlers of Catan, right? And then this game, I don't know, you have like houses and cities and shit like in Monopoly, but you don't move around the board, you just roll it. What the fuck? It's me. What's up, me? You just roll a die every turn, and then whatever number you roll, you get some fucking money, and then you use it to buy stuff, right? I think that's a pretty good description of the game. But, ooh, I got a friend request. What's up, guy? But anyway, like, since all you do is you roll the die, and then you make decisions based on, you know, the money you get from that afterwards, right? It's the most brutal game ever to lose. Because when you're losing, you're just sitting there, and you're like, oh, okay, I had bad luck for fucking 14 turns in a row. Every other player has more cards than me. I'm just sitting here, I have no money. I can't do anything, right? If you're losing in, like, Minecraft, then you just lock in, and you're like, oh, what if I just play good, right? What if I get in the zone? What if I start killing people, right? And in Colonist, if you're losing, then you're like, oh, maybe I'll roll an 8 this turn. And then you roll the die, you don't roll an 8, and then you fucking lose the game, right? Trash game. But they have this thing, right, for Colonist, where you can spend, like, I think it's like $20 a month, right, to subscribe to, like, the Colonist, what would you call that? I guess you just buy the Colonist subscription, right? You pay $20 a month, and you get access to, like, ooh, now you can have more than 4 players in a game. And also you unlock some maps. It's like, really? That's worth $20 a month on its own? But you're telling me, right, it's on Discord, it's a Discord game, but somehow, but somehow, if you buy Discord Nitro, which is like the Discord subscription, you don't get access to all the shit in this game. You have to spend a separate $20 per month to unlock fucking like 4 new maps for 1 Discord activity? Who came up with that? It's like the opposite of the guy who came up with the idea of putting games in Discord. You know, that guy's really smart. This guy, he's a fucking retard. What if I pay infinite money for nothing, right? I don't know. I mean, I guess probably a few people have purchased that, which means, you know, it's made them a little bit of money. But, you know, dumbass idea. Really bad deal. Don't buy that shit. Unless you're going to buy it for me. If you want to buy it for me, I mean, I'll take it. Let's see. What other games do they have? They have this one, and it's called Crunker Strike, I think. And it's just like a really generic first-person shooter. I think it's just like, you know, team deathmatch stuff. You just, I don't know. It's been a while since I played it. I don't remember how it works. I think if you just team deathmatch, you just have to kill, you know, more guys than the other team than they kill your guys or something. But I noticed that they have a map on there, which is just Nuketown from Call of Duty. They just stole it, which I guess is allowed. You can copy the map since they don't use, you know, I don't know. What are the copyright rules for copying a map in a game? I have no idea. But it's just like an exact duplicate, but it's in the graphics of, you know, Crunker Strike, of Discord's game. So, yeah, I guess that makes sense. What are the games they have? They have this one. I hope that guy captures so I don't have to. They have this one called Gardic Phone, right? Which I'm pretty sure is just a copy of like a bunch of other pre-existing board games that are like the same game, but it's everybody like writes down a prompt or something, right? So you write something down. You write down like Godzilla having sex with, you know, a giant dog or something, right? You write down the prompt, and then the next person, it goes around the table, right? The next person gets your prompt, and they're like, oh my god, I have to draw this? And then they spend, you know, like probably about 145 seconds drawing the most detailed penis they possibly can. Because somehow that always ends up being what people draw. You just draw a dick for, you know, the majority of your available time, right? Okay, so they do that. Then it goes on to the next person. Depending on how many people you have, that's how many rounds there are going to be, right? So it goes on to the next... What? Can we get slow-mo on that? Did somebody else hit me? Well, I walked into him, we hit each other, and I flew forwards off the cliff, right? I'm not crazy, right? That just happened, right? Am I missing something? He hit me and I flew forwards. He has the fucking magnet sword. What the hell? Alright, anyway, what was I talking about? Gardic Phone? Yeah, so, you know, somebody spends all the time drawing a dick. The next guy gets the picture, and he has to write down what he thinks the prompt was supposed to be originally. And then, you know, you probably have about 4 people because you don't have any more friends than that, right? So you do it 4 times, and at the end, you get to look through all of them. It shows off how everything progressed and how gay it is, which, you know, usually the answer is really, really gay. But it doesn't have to be. You know, maybe if you played it, you know, maybe all your friends are straight as opposed to mine. They're all, you know, really weird, right? But okay. What other games are there? Discord activities. I'm thinking, well, I just tried one yesterday, which is some other weird version of chess. You know, I was talking about chess in the park, which is just regular chess, and I said it's really boring because they didn't do anything fancy with it. This other version, which I don't remember the name of, they actually did weird stuff. You know, I complain about regular chess because it's just regular chess. I'll complain about this because it's not regular chess, right? I can complain about whatever I want, even if it's contradictory to the last thing I said. So it's like, it seems like the pieces in the back row are randomized. Of course, you and your opponent are still going to be the same in the game, right? Like, I'm not going to get 6 queens and he's going to get, you know, 4 pawns. But it's like the pieces on the back row are randomized and both players are equal. So we could both have like 3 queens and 2 rooks and a bishop or something. I played one game of it. That's what I was picking up. I might be completely wrong because I only played one game. But, you know, just going to assume I'm right. So then, it's like, you win by capturing all your opponent's pieces. Okay, that makes sense. That's not how regular chess works, but close enough, right? You know, simple rules. I can get behind that. And then it says, I didn't read this part. You know, I read like one sentence of the rules, and I was like, whatever, we'll just play. There's this part where when you capture somebody's piece, your piece turns into the thing you captured. So, you know, queen's not so good, because I have a queen. I'm like, it moves all over the board. I capture the other guy's pawn. All of a sudden, I have a pawn. It doesn't move all around the board anymore. It's just shit, right? So, I don't know. Me and Immolating, right? Have to mention him. We're playing the game. I get what I think is a winning position, right? He's like, I'm gonna have to give up my last piece. He gives up his last piece, and it ends up in a spot where he's stalemated, or he would be in regular chess, right? He has no pieces left. He only has pawns, and they're stuck behind my pieces. The game ends. It says Immolating won the game. Fucking huh? Somehow I lost by him being stalemated, even though I'm up like, I have like a queen and a bishop and a pawn, and he has 3 pawns, and he can't move, and he wins. Okay. Which, what was really strange is there's like a 1-minute timer for moving, and like I think earlier in the game, he just skips a turn. He doesn't move for the 1 minute, and it just lets him skip his turn. So somehow, if he chooses not to move, then it just skips his turn, which isn't a thing in regular chess. You can't do that. But then, if he's unable to move, he wins. Like, huh? That's some bullshit if I've ever heard of any, right? But okay, and maybe I just suck at that game, right? I have a 100% loss rate in a sample size of 1. Damn, I'm shit. I feel like there's got to be like one more big game I'm forgetting about. Oh yeah, there is. It's poker. I think it's called Poker Night, which is kind of like chess at the park, except people might actually play poker at night. They definitely don't play this chess game at the park, right? You could play poker at daytime though too. It would probably let you. But it's just poker. It's Texas Hold'em, right? So I don't know. You get some cards. Other people get some cards. There's some cards on the table. And then if you're cool and not lame, right, you just hit the all-in button every turn. And then you just hope your cards are better than theirs. And, if you're good at the game, then your cards are always better. If you're shit, right, then you're like, I have one pair. I have a pair of 3s. My opponent has a fucking straight royal flush and 4 queens. Why did I lose? That's because he's better than you, right, dickhead? Let's see. You can put bots in that game, right? But the bots are kind of trash because you just hit the all-in button every time, and then they fold like 95% of the time, right? They don't really. I don't think they evaluate your play patterns, right? Because if you're playing against an actual player, and I go all in every time, then the guy I'm playing against can say, oh, he doesn't have to have a good hand to go all in. I can call him with mediocre hands, right? But if I'm playing against a bot, every time he doesn't have like a fucking royal flush, he's going to say, oh, he's all in, I fold. So I just win every hand by hitting all in against the bots, even though I have nothing, Shit game. Somehow I've been at 1 heart for like 30 seconds, and I'm just walking around like killing people from 10 hearts. I'm not sure what's going on. Oh shit, here we go. Don't shoot me. Fucking bitch. How did I miss? I suck. There we go. Please. Yeah, thank you. Please. Thank you. What the hell? Alright, so I think that's all the games I'm going to cover. Probably I'm around 9-10 minutes. That's my guess. If I'm over that, cool, I guess. If I'm under that, cool, I guess. Yeah, that's all I got. Subscribe or you obese. Can I put me killing this guy in? Hold on, I have to keep that in. Yeah, there you go.